Have you ever experienced homophobia yourself or seen any instance of homophobia?
Well, yes, I have. I mean, sometimes people do make comments, sometimes people want to be hurtful. I think when I was at school, it was common just to call people names, and people did that without really thinking. But that, was a few years ago. I think attitudes have been changing a little bit since then. I think people are more aware now that when you do say hurtful things to people, then that isn't appropriate. I think people are perhaps more aware that there may be young people around them, for instance, at school, who are maybe coming to terms with their own sexuality, haven't yet come to terms with it. And if they're hearing things from other people, it does make them frightened to admit who they are. So, yes, I have experienced it. I don't say I experience it all the time. I think we are in a changing world, to be quite honest. I think things are certainly getting better, but I think there is an onus on us all to keep putting that message across that it just doesn't matter whether you're gay or whether you're straight or whether you're bisexual. We're all people, and we're all equally, we should all be equally valued.
What are your views on homophobia? Where do you think it originates from? Why do you think it happens so much?
Well, I think sometimes it just comes out of ignorance. Sometimes it's because of somewhat old-fashioned values, to be quite honest. Sometimes it does come from religious beliefs, although I think on occasions religious beliefs aren't necessarily what might be laid out in what that religion says. But I think as time has gone on, people are beginning to realise that some of these values are less acceptable, to be quite honest.
What do you think can be done in schools or in society to, I know homophobia is becoming less and less, but what do you think can be done to tackle it in schools and tackle the issue of acceptance and make people more accepted in schools?
Well, I think just encouraging people to be themselves, to be open about themselves, and to realise that it's not an issue. And I think, we'll all have had success on this kind of issue in future when people no longer get that worried about what somebody's sexuality is. I think we've got a way to go on that. I think things have been moving forward. I think people are beginning to realise that there are gay people in all different walks of life. You can be gay and you can be leader of Cardiff Council, for instance. I've proved that. I've done that for the last 7 years. That's not been an issue. That's not made me any less able to do my role. And I think the more people we see in different walks of life just getting on with it, being gay, then the more people will realise that it isn't an issue. I mean, there are some areas where there's still some way to go, particularly in sport, for instance. We're beginning to see more people coming out who are, professional sportsmen, but it's not universal. We don't really see lots of professional footballers, for instance, saying that they're gay because they feel that it's not an area where they can be open about themselves. I think, though, as each person does confront that, so you've had the issue, say, of Gareth Thomas here in Wales as a professional rugby player coming out. He's made it easier for other people to follow him in the future, and I'm sure we will, in time, see more sportsmen beginning to be open about themselves.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.